And welcome back, this is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play Pokémon LeafGreen. I am joined, as always, by Dumpus and his Pokémon squad of Fuzimi, Popeye, Fistimich, Lordion, Samja, and Mr. Jensi. When we last left off, we made it to Cinnabar Island. We're going to continue on Cinnabar Island for the time being, but unfortunately we cannot go straight into the gym. I bet you're used to that, though. We need to head into the Pokémon Mansion first. As it turns out, as you can see, it's in disrepair. Now, there are wild Pokémon here, but the first thing that I want to do is find me a moonstone. It is hidden in the small rock on the left. What you can do is get into fights with Pokémon here. Hey! A Grimer. I don't think I would mind a Grimer too much. I do have Fuzimi out front. That's not necessarily the best. Alright, we're going to go for a slash because I don't want to kill the Grimer. And it goes for Screech, but it missed. That might actually be enough considering how good I have been with catching Pokemon. Go, Ultra Ball! Can I catch me a Grimer? Can I do it? Catching Pokemon is not supposed to be this easy. Seriously, Grimer is not that easy to catch. Alright, we got ourselves a sludge Pokemon. It appears in filthy areas. It thrives by sucking up polluted sludge that is pumped out of factories. I will indeed take it. It is the most common Pokemon for me to find in this version of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna give a nickname to it. As suggested by Templayer, this is going to be Basco. And Basco's going to go into the PC, possibly never to be heard from again until we show her off. If you're playing the original versions of the game, it will be on the 5th pillar on the right side here. In this version of the game, there aren't 5 pillars, so I can't really show you where it is exactly. I believe it's somewhere around this level, though. All right, we need to continue on. I'm going to go the long way around to find a Rattata. Before I go any further, let's talk about Pokemon availability here. If you're playing the remakes of the game, Raticate will be here for you fairly commonly. Rattata will be here as well as a rare Ditto. Then it gets a little bit more specific. If you're playing LeafGreen like me, Grimer will be the most common thing, along with its evolution Muck. That'll show up occasionally as well. Vulpix will be here for you, as well as a Coughing, but they're a little bit more rare. If you're playing Fire Red, it kind of switches. Coughing is the most common thing, with Wheezing showing up fairly commonly as well. Grimer will show up kind of rarely, and Growlithe will be fairly common for you. If you're playing the originals, then of course it's different. If you're playing Red, then you'll find yourself with Growlithe, which I do believe is exclusive to Red as opposed to Blue. It's not in Blue. Then you'll find Ponyta fairly commonly, Grimers, lots of Mucks. Coughing will be here, and Wheezing will be rare for you. If you're playing Blue, Vulpixes are freaking everywhere for you. Ponytas are still here for you. Grimers, Mucks, Coughings, and Wheezings. And Magmar is here for you, which I do believe is exclusive. I believe it's common here, but I would not necessarily recommend it. I don't think we've seen a Magmar. It's not the best fire type. I would much prefer Ponyta or Vulpix or Growlithe, to be honest. Honestly, Vulpix or Growlithe are my two favorites. And Magmar, not necessarily the best. And that's, once again, not even my favorite type for this game. Fire doesn't have too many more uses at this point in the game. Anyway, moving on. If you're playing Yellow, things are much different for you. Unfortunately for you, Rattata will be the most common thing that you find here, most likely. Raticates will be common here as well. Vulpixes, Growlithes, Grimers, Mucks, and a rare Ditto as well. Alright, we are ready to move on. I see, well, a trainer and a Pokeball. I wonder what I'll find first. Hey, look! A Vulpix! Vulpix, like I said, one of my favorite fire types, especially its evolution, but ultimately, I'm not a big fan of fire, and this thing's gonna go down real quick. You know, probably top 4. I know fire is kind of rare in this game, and most of the fire types are pretty good, but the fire type itself is not that great because you're not going to find too much use for them at this point. But I can find an escape rope here, and I will take it. Now, I believe the other thing is over to the right here, as I find another Grimer. Actually, it is not. Let's head over to the west where I can find that trainer. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Did you have any doubt this was going to be a trainer? You startled me. I thought you were a ghost. Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did, kid. Youngster Johnson would like to battle. Is that his last name? Or are his parents cruel? Seriously, why would you name your kid Johnson? All right, we got an Ekans out front. I have Fuzimi. Magnitude, please. Magnitude 9 coming in. And down goes the Ekans. It doesn't stand a chance. Doesn't stand a chance. Give me the experience. Oh, give me more experience than that. Hey, look, an Ekans. I wonder what I could possibly do against yet another Ekans. Although the intimidates are probably going to add up a little bit over time. But go! Magnitude 7! Probably still going to be enough. Oh, so close. So close. It uses glare. Really not needed. Oh, glare doesn't do what I thought it did. Alright, we're going to go for a slash. It goes for a bite. That is special. Oh, that was a critical. I was like, really? That's a lot of damage. Alright, go for the slash. Down goes the Ekans. I will heal Fuzimi off screen. Oh, come on, just give it to me. Oh, switching to Eradicate. That is not necessarily good. Fistamich could use a little bit of work. I don't have my normal Ruckus with me, but no, Rumpus. I don't have Ruckus at all, but I don't have Rumpus with me. Otherwise, this would be his time to shine. Seriously? Really? It goes for Pursuit? I hope you like that. I'm gonna go for, well, I should have gone for Fake Out, but whatever. Down goes the Eradicate. Down it goes. Give me the experience. I will take it. Down goes Youngster Johnson. I can't get any wins. Well, you know, maybe if you didn't have that kind of Pokemon. I'm just saying. I was exploring here by myself, but I feel spooked. I ought to go soon. Indeed, you should. Now what I need to do is go around him. Really? Like right there? I shouldn't really complain because as a result of that battle, I got a level 4 Fuzimi. And as a result of that level, I got one of the best moves in the game, at least for a ground type. We got Earthquake. Earthquake is 100 power, 100% accuracy, an earthquake that strikes all Pokemon in battle, excluding the user. Now, I got rid of Fury Swipes for that. Normally, I get rid of Magnitude, but I realized that I don't have too much PP on Earthquake, and I might need to be able to use Magnitude as well. As you can see, I've already used 6 of them, so you know, it's good. For those of you that are curious, Earthquake has an attack power between an 8 or a 9 on Magnitude. It's between those two, so I'm always going to get at least an 8 in terms of Magnitude when I use an Earthquake, so it's quite powerful. The average for Magnitude is 71, I believe it was, so overall increase, just less PP. I'm going to probably still be using Magnitude quite a bit, and I still have a normal type move that was better than Fury Swipes anyway. Either way, we are ready to move on. That is a damn good move. I love Earthquake. A secret switch, press it. Who wouldn't? The eyes light up. I forgot about that whenever I press the secret switch. Now we can head right like I was trying to do before. Now that that is gone, we are free to head down here and get ourselves a protein, which is definitely something I will be saving. I need to save those. I need to. Let's keep going. We're done with this floor. Ready to head up to the next one. Up on floor number 2. This is a mansion after all. We can find essentially more of the same. But we're going to walk around and see what we can find with this scientist dude. And Grimer, how you doing, buddy? Oh, look, it's a trainer. I can't get out. This old place is one big puzzle. Kind of. Oh, it is a burglar. Burglar Arnie would like to fight. He has Charmander out front. Honestly, one of the best fire types. If you're really serious about getting a fire type, Charmander. Go Earthquake! It's our first chance to see it. As you can see, it is devastating. Down goes Charmander. It doesn't matter if I have Earthquake and I'm 7 levels higher than you. Give me the experience. And he's about to change to a Charmeleon. That is fine. Fuzimi is good at dealing with that as well. Down goes the chameleon made of fire, even though it still kind of looks like a salamander to me. But the flame is getting brighter at the end. Yay, it's still super effective. Give me the experience. Not, well, it's actually a lot. It's just it takes more to level up than it used to. Oh no, my bag of loot! And we get a ton of money because he's a burglar and he has a ton of money on him. He looks like a scientist. The switches here open and close alternating sets of doors. Indeed they do. Time to explore around a little bit more. Let's head south first because it's the wrong way. And down here we can find ourselves a zinc. Once again, we'll be holding on to that. Now, we're going to do optional things here because I can. And that first optional thing is over here. There is an open book. So let's take a look at the open book. Oh, I have to go over here. Diary, July 10th. We christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew. They tease you with it. They just tease you with it. Let's continue on. Well, backtracking quite a bit. And back up here we can find more rooms. Rooms with stuff. Let's see what that stuff holds for us. I believe we want to go up here. Yes, we do. We can find another book. July 5th, 5 days earlier in Guyana, South America. Suddenly, we're in the real world when we're in Pokemon. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. Remember, they eventually called it Mew. Like, part of me is like, what is this Guyana, South America you speak of? We want to head over to the right here where we can find a calcium. I'm going to go ahead and put that away, store that for later. What we want to do is actually head back to the beginning and turn this switch. Press it, who wouldn't? And now we can actually head where we want to go. And that is back up and to the left. This was blocked to us previously. Let's head up the stairs. Now here, I believe I do have access to something on the far eastern side. If we head east, we can find ourselves an iron. They are giving you nothing but stat increasing items, it seems. And they give us an escape rope, didn't they? Just the two things right now. From here, what we want to do is press the switch. Who wouldn't? And this will open up the path down here. Now, these are paths you can fall down, but for the time being, we're going to ignore them and take on the scientist. My mentor once lived here. You with the blonde hair. Blonde means scientist. Apparently, brunette means burglar, even though he's got, like, bluish-purple hair here. Brayden would like to fight. How dare you change hair colors on me when I'm trying to come up with logic here. Fuzimi is out front still, running out of magnitudes. That's why I kept it, though. That is why I kept it. I knew I'd still be using it quite a bit. Down goes Magnemite. Honestly, towards the end of the game, I start just having one move for each Pokemon. It's just like, that's all you're good for, is this one move. That is it. Magneton's out front now. I believe that a Magnitude will still be fine. Magnitude 7 should still be enough. Indeed, it is. Down goes the Magneton. What are you going to do against Fuzimi? That is the question of the day, and nobody seems to have an answer for it. Especially not the scientist who uses nothing but electric types. This is a great time to level up any ground Pokemon that you have, and you might want to do that like I am. I have a reason for sticking Fuzimi out front damn near this entire time. It's a little bit more difficult if you've got Fire Red because coughings are so common for you, but it's worthwhile leveling up your ground Pokemon. Ew, overwhelming! Have you figured out why? It's not that difficult. Blaine is a fire trainer. So you're stuck, try jumping off over there. Somehow this is good advice. But for the time being, what we're going to do is head all the way over to the right, face up here, and find ourselves a rare candy hidden in these versions of the game. If you're playing the original versions, your hidden item is where I cannot get to it just yet. I will show it later though. And of course, before we fall off, I want to head down these stairs where I can find a new area that I was not able to get to before. Here we can find another Pokeball and more random encounters with rats. But also an HP up, which I will definitely take. Lots of stat increasing items around here. All right, we're ready to head back up and actually listen to his advice. You want to head down? Is the encounter rate higher lately, or is it just me? All right, you want to head down the left side, and this will drop you right in front of a scientist. Who are you? There shouldn't be anyone here. And we're up against the blonde, blue-haired Ted. Today, how's your neck? He's got an electrode out front. I have Fuzimi still, and Fuzimi's ready to get another level. I'm gonna go for an earthquake. I don't want to mess around with electrodes. They pretty much have one move that they're known for, and I don't want that to happen because that'll kill Fuzimi. So electrode cannot live. Give me the good chunk of experience. You get so much more for fully evolved types. Really? Okay, I'll take it. I guess I'll take the speed even though it's not that important right now. Wheezing! That does mean I need to change to Mr. Gency, who did take a sludge earlier. So Mr. Gency is not entirely made of paper, but Mr. Gency is still not what I would call a tank by any means. Alright, Wheezing. Feel free to die thanks to a psychic. And down goes the Wheezing. Oh, and no critical on top of that. Wheezing, you stood no chance. Not against Mr. Gency. I will take... Oh, that's it? I was expecting more than that. Down goes Ted, though. Ouch! Yeah, I bet that hurt, didn't it?